Hello, this is Ashley Golden, Assistant City Manager with the City of Oxnard. On May 18th, the City Council will consider the following three items related to the County of Ventura. First, a cooperation agreement related to the Channel Islands Harbor area. Second, a First Amendment to a lease agreement for Fire Station Number 6 within the Channel Islands Harbor. And third, a citywide resolution for tax sharing relating to annexations. This map represents the Channel Islands Harbor area, and the area is subject to the cooperation agreement that I will discuss in a few slides. At the top of the slide is Harbor Boulevard. To the right is Channel Islands Boulevard, and at the bottom of the slide is Victoria Avenue. In 1963, the City of Oxnard and the county entered into an annexation agreement relating to the development of the harbor. In exchange for the city providing specific services, the county agreed to annex the land portions of the harbor into the City of Oxnard rather than the City of Port Hueneme. Because of this annexation, the city receives its share of local taxes. In the 50 years that followed the 1963 agreement, there were 7 amendments and 2 time extensions. The city maintained the land and the payment of utility bills associated with a specific county-owned land from 1963 to 2018. There was also a separate 1976 lease agreement between the city and county for Fire Station Number 6, which is located at the intersection of Peninsula Road and Channel Islands Boulevard. The fire station lease agreement is set to terminate in the year of 2033. Another relevant agreement between the city and the county relates to tax sharing. To comply with the Revenue and Taxation Code, in 1983, the county and the city approved a resolution that provided for the sharing of property taxes for all future annexations pursuant to a specific formula. On December 31st, 2018, the county terminated the 1983 tax sharing resolution, which prevented any additional properties to be annexed into the city. The cooperation agreement that I will discuss addresses items specific to county and city common concerns and public benefits. I will go over some of these details, some of these items in further detail on the next slides. Under the proposed agreement, the city would contribute 50% of the maintenance cost of the county-owned public areas of the harbor, not to exceed $200,000 annually from the general fund for the next 3-year period, starting on July 1st, 2021. The cooperation agreement provides that the city contribute 50% of the maintenance costs for an additional 2 years if the Hyatt Hotel project on Peninsula Road has not been issued a certificate of occupancy by June 30th, 2024. However, under no circumstances would the city's contribution towards maintenance cost extend later than June 30th, 2026. As outlined in the cooperation agreement, over the next 5 years, the city would construct specific one-time public projects within the harbor that would benefit the residents of the city and county and other visitors to the harbor. These improvements include the repaving of the public parking lot and replacement of the bathroom at Kitty Beach, half of the cost to repave the parking lots adjacent to Harbor Boulevard, lamps in the existing light poles along Harbor Boulevard, half of the cost to replace the public restrooms at Peninsula Park, and the repaving of Peninsula Road after the Hyatt House project is completed. In total, these capital improvements are approximately $2.26 million. As previously mentioned, there is also a separate 1976 lease agreement for the city fire station number 6 that terminates in the year 2033. Associated with the staff report and presentation is the First Amendment to the fire station lease agreement proposed to allow the fire station lease to extend to the date August 31st, 2050. In addition, it provides the city the option of expanding the fire station leased area approximately 85 feet to the west for 50 years from the date of occupancy of the expanded fire station. Per this amendment, it provides the opportunity for fire protection services to the harbor area and to the nearby city and county residents. Lastly, the cooperation agreement provides for a new tax sharing resolution. The tax sharing resolution is consistent with the 1983 resolution except for the term. The proposed term of the new agreement, which is under council consideration on May 18th, is for a term of 25 years, of which at 15 years into the agreement or date of this resolution, either party may then terminate the agreement as of the 31st day of December. Approval of this resolution will allow properties to be annexed into the city. The city's share of the annual cost for 3 years associated with maintenance is $200,000 from the general fund annually. In addition, over 5 years, the capital cost outlined in the cooperation agreement total a not to exceed amount of $2,263,500, which would also be from the general fund. An appropriation request will be brought back to City Council as the capital projects are ready to move forward. Once completed, the hotel project is projected to bring between $900,000 and $1 million annually in new transient occupancy tax. In addition, the cooperation agreement provides for cost recovery for city planning and building services. Staff is recommending that the City Council approve the cooperation agreement with the County of Ventura related to the harbor area, approve the First Amendment to a lease agreement for the Channel Islands Harbor Fire Station, and approve a resolution for tax sharing related to annexations. That concludes my presentation. I will be available during the time of the meeting to answer any additional questions.